is time for Christmas, and I'm glad that you're here. A special edition of the Daily Download on this Sunday morning, December the 1st. Let's talk about Christmas. It is December 1st, and this is a special edition of the Daily Download. It is the beginning of our church's walk toward Christmas, this Advent season that people all over the world are celebrating. And as a church family, we're going to be following through a kind of a daily devotional, 25 days of thinking through what it means for us to celebrate Jesus at Christmas time. And this year, our take on this whole thing is to be reminded that the story of Jesus is not just a story that we find in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but it's also a story that really we begin to see all the way back into the book of Genesis and moving forward through Scripture. Now, you remember Genesis 1 and 2. This is the creation story. Adam and Eve are put into the Garden of Eden, and there they enjoy one another and the fruit of all that God has created, and they're warned not to take the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Of course, they fall and they choose to do so. The universe is broken, sin and death and disease and all the rest comes into the world. And as a part of God's commentary, his conversation with them about the consequence of their decision, he tells them that they're going to have a difficulty in their relationship with each other, that it's going to be harder to make a living. They're going to have to scratch and work and labor in order to be able to eat and to survive. And then he also says, as he's talking about the snake, that as the snake moves forward, it has bitten the heel of man, and that the heel will crush the snake. And this is kind of a foreshadowing of his plan, that Jesus, the Son of God, and indeed the Son of Man, will one day crush Satan on the cross. And so there is some sense that right here in the third chapter of Genesis, there is this prophecy about the thing that God has in his mind, the way by which he will redeem all of humanity. He will draw his family unto himself many years into the future. Well, Advent is all about preparing our hearts. It's about looking forward. It's about this sense of anticipation for what it is that God is doing and will do. There was anticipation leading up to the first Christmas that lasted for hundreds of years. We've got 25 days to anticipate the celebrating of the coming of Jesus on the 25th, and we're going to do that together as well. I'm so glad that you're here for it all. We're going to have a great time in worship this morning and a fantastic Christmas season as a church family. If you're listening in from other places today, I hope you're connected to a local church and a place where you can celebrate Advent and you can build a sense of anticipation about Christmas Day with friends and family and other followers of Jesus. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day today. We'll see you in just a moment in worship and look forward to the week and the weeks that are ahead.